Peace to the gods, peace to the earth. Y'all climb on in, climb on in. I know I'm a little late tonight. We had a busy day today. Meetings went good, everything went good. So, I ain't got nothing to complain about. But y'all climb on in. Y'all climb on in. And all praises for brother guy Kobe letting me use his spot to set up to go live in. So shout outs to my brother Kobe for that. And y'all climb on in. Let's talk about some things. I want to talk about the health crisis amongst the black community today. So y'all climb on in, climb on in. My queen, peace, peace, love. Jeremy, shalom, shalom. Sissy, shalom, shalom. Y'all climb on in. Peace, love, light, and healing. Y'all climb in here. Cassandra, peace, peace. How you feeling, queen? Ready, red, shalom, shalom. We're going to talk about a few things today. I really want to talk about prostate cancer, man, because I just been doing a lot of statistics on Atlanta man, and just what's really exterminating the black man out here in the ATL. And, besides homosexuality and being locked up in the prison systems and, HIV and AIDS running rapid around here, so many different types of STDs, I seen a very, 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 very high number of prostate cancer. And it's just crazy because if you go to any neighborhood or if you go to any demographic of black people inside of any community, we notice that we all suffer from the same things. And again, like I was telling y'all yesterday, this is systematically targeted. This is systematically done, y'all. This is not a mere coincidence, And I noticed that, most of us are in these cities, and these cities are literally taking years and years off of our life. If you stay in the city, automatically expect 10 years to be taken off of your life because your body is made to be in nature. Your body is made to assimilate with nature. Your body is made to be at the same frequency that in vibratory resonance that nature vibes at. But when you're in these city limits and you're around all these buildings, these skyscrapers, the first thing they do is they block the sun. So you can't get any of your photosynthesis. You can't get any of your vitamin D3 being converted from your cholesterol. You can't get your melanin to absorb that sunlight. So it's certain things that your cholesterol won't do. So now you just got cholesterol build up in your blood, and then that builds up in your arteries. And now you have heart failure or congestive heart failure or heart disease. You see what I'm saying? Not only that, you're around train stations and just from the railroads, whether it's a subway, whether it's just a regular train station, all the radiation resonance that's coming from them train tracks that is penetrating your body, and that is most definitely doing things to your glandular highway, what we call your endocrine system. You see, all the electrical lines that is up, the telephone lines, the 5G network towers, the electrical towers, these things are killing us. The technology, and I understand that we're getting smart in technology, and technology is growing, but in the days we're in, the technology, we're going to die from the very technology that we have invented. The very technology that we have created is killing us. And I mean, just think about how everything is going and all these diseases just springing up amongst our people. And it's because we are out of our environment and we are out of our element. Our element is in the jungles. Our element is in nature. Our element is amongst the animal kingdom. That's where our element's at, and it always and forever will be. And we noticed that the moment that we was taken out of our element and put in other people's environments, man, it's hurting us bad, and I was just reading about condoms and how condoms have spermicide in them, and there's so many negative effects coming from the spermicide that's in these condoms. And yes, it's sterilizing you and it's stopping you from procreating, which you should never want to stop yourself from procreating anyway, because that's what you was put here on the earth to do. Black God, is to be fruitful and multiply. But this spermicide, this little sticky lubricated substance that's on these condoms, is literally penetrating the epithelial layers of your skin, and it's traveling down into your testicles, into your prostrate, and it's full of alcohol, and it's called non-oxynol 9. Non-oxynol 9. And this spermicide, which they named it non-oxynol 9 because it don't have any type of oxygen in it, It literally smothers the sperm cells with alcohol, and it dries out all the water in your prostate. It dries out all the water and all the lubrication that comes from your blood and all the minerals and all the selenium. It dry and all the zinc. It dries it out of your testicles. And that's how you are not having babies. These condoms that we're putting on is sterilizing us. So, you wearing them as children, and, your father tell you, make sure you put a Jimmy hat on. Make sure you cover that head of that penis up when you go up in you don't want no children right now. But you don't know 10 years down the line from now, you won't even be able to have children, or your sperm count will be low, and you're wondering why. And it's because the condoms that you've been wearing all your life, instead of teaching you how to practice biblical sex, or how to practice balanced sex, or, don't put your penis or procreate with a woman that you're not finna be taken care of, that you're not finna grow a family with. Instead, we've been handed down by our elders and by our OGs in the community. They give us condoms and tell us to go hit it. You know what I'm saying? Go hit it, just cover it up. Don't make no babies, not knowing 10 years later it's going to be a backfiring, and I'm going to get prostate cancer, or I'm going to have some type of testicular disease, or my sperm count is going to be low and I can't reproduce at all, because all of my life I've been putting on spermicide condoms on my penis, and it's been drying out, literally drying out my glands. And that's what's been happening. So we seeing this high rise and all these different diseases, and high rise in cancer amongst our community. And it's just blowing my mind when you really, really look at what's going on. I mean, we're being attacked on every side, y'all. It's not just the food. It's not, it's not the food that we put in our mouth. I mean, of course, the food is one of the main contributing factors of why we dying, but it's our element. It's the air we breathe in. It's the chemtrails. It's the shirts and clothing we wear. They got azo dye in them that's causing all types of Fasciolopsis boyski worms to spring forth from our cells. It's the cell phones, our children. We got to get our children out of these cell phones. Our children are being fried to fucking death, y'all. We got our children on the phones all day, for the lack of for them getting on our nerves, and we just give them a reward, I call it hush money. You know what I'm saying? They running around the house, they bouncing off the wall, and you haven't learned how to meditate and calm yourself, or you haven't learned how to balance your emotions. So the children are driving you up a wall, and the first thing you do is get them addicted to artificial intelligence, and then give them a telephone. So now they in the phone all day watching Roadblocks. Or mine was I had to break mine from Spider-Man. He was addicted to Spider-Man, and you look up and they constantly on the phone, and they'll wig out. They become cracked and doped out to the phone because they become addicted to the radiation. See, and we be looking at crackheads in different ways. You know how many different crackheads there is? All people that are addicted to crack. It's people that are addicted to food. You a food head. You a food junkie. It's people that's addicted to radiation. You have to be in front of the TV all day. Your face have to be in front of a computer all day. Your hands and your face and your nose have to be in your phone all day. And we don't understand what these things is doing to our body. It is drying out our bodies, and it is killing our cells, and it's becoming, our cells start to dry out, and that glucose will get left on the cell, and then it rots and putrefies, and then the cells go through something called uncontrollable mitosis, and now they start mutating. Then that is what you call cancer, because all the dryness and all the mucus response, the systemic mucus response that you have from being around radiation all day, literally sucks and deprives the cells of 60% of oxygen, and now you have cancer, you have tumors, you have cysts, and you have all type of things going on. But you thinking you live in your everyday life, and you don't know that all of this technology and these devices that we didn't have when we was in the jungles of Africa that we have now, it's killing us. It's straight killing us. Who would have ever thought? I mean, I've been knowing this information, but, when I first learned it, which is probably like 4 to 5 years ago, but who would have ever thought that a condom, the reason, have you ever asked yourself, okay, I understand I'm putting this condom on, and I understand that this condom is catching my ejaculation. I understand it's catching my semen, but what is killing the semen? How is it stopping the woman from getting pregnant? Because every condom, you can just research and Google this. Every condom have millions of holes in them, very, very little holes. If you can do a water test on the condom, put water in the condom and just leave the water in there for a while. You'll start seeing water start to drip and formulate at the tip of the condom where the tip of your penis at, showing you that the condom still have holes in it naturally. So the whole thing is, then what is killing the sperm or keeping the sperm from impregnating a woman and literally catching on to that egg during her ovulation period? What is that? That's spermicide. So if I'm putting on something in my skin and absorb everything, and I'm putting this on my penis, and this is where I procreated, this is how I obtain generational wealth, this is how I obtain bloodlines and let my legacy live on, and you killing it all in your teenagers years, because we have been taught to be so lustful due to the breeding plantations, with our slave masters. See, and that's why I don't truly blame the so-called black man or the Negro for black on black violence, for black on black crime, because all of these different things is a byproduct of post-traumatic slave syndrome. And I'm not saying that we are not at fault here, because once you come into the knowledge of who you are, and once you know better and you know how to distinguish right from wrong, it's your choice and your prominent choice to do right. But I'm just saying, we have been so mind fucked as a people, for so many centuries and so many years, that it's going to take centuries and years to undo this. So you see a lot of young boys like me. I was very, very addicted to sex. I was chasing around vagina all through my teenage years and all through my 20s. So I get it, but I never asked myself why. I never asked myself why. Why do you want to hump on everything, and why don't you want a baby? That's the reason for you humping, right? To procreate. You see what I'm saying? But we have been taught to just breed. And, they used us like cattle, and they put us in breeding homes. And one man had 1,000 babies. Y'all can look this up. And his children are still running around here till this very day. So we don't understand that the very thing and who we are today is because them capsulated times in history, and these genes have literally been passed down to us. And now we are manifesting and acting out the very gruesome things that our ancestors went through while they were in slavery. And that's why we have to learn our true history, because then you will learn how you act and why you act. It's certain things that we do that we don't know why we do it. Why do we have addictive personalities? Why are we afraid of everything? Why do we live our life in fear? Why is we living our life on our feet all days, working sun up to sundown? Why don't we have it good? Why is it only 1% of the black population that is rich and that is wealthy? And why don't they want to share that with us? And you start looking at how they turn the light skin against the dark skin, and how they turn the house Negro against the field Negro. Everything, we are a byproduct of slavery. We are a true byproduct of everything that we went through when we was under that oppressor, that conquistador, or the Anglo-Saxon. We don't understand that. So instead of us identifying that it's not me or you, instead we hate each other, we kill each other, we murder each other down in the streets, we are humping on each other women. We doing everything that was taught to us during slavery, and we don't realize that that's the reason why we sick. And then we let them put us in concrete jungles, or what I call man caves. These are cages, y'all. This is a cage. I can't even get up and go get my passport and go out of the country without having to go through hoops and hula hoops and jump over hurdles, because they're trying to keep us locked in. Why are you keeping me locked in if I'm a man created by God? You didn't create me. I was created by all-knowing supreme being, but yet I got to ask you to go somewhere. Yet I got to ask you to buy land. And then when I buy the land, which is not yours because you didn't create the heavens and the earth, Yahweh did, but I still got to pay you to buy it. Then I gotta pay taxes on it. Then you can come take it from me if you want. So it's like everything that this whole world is moving into this whole new world order, y'all, is gonna be very, very gruesome, y'all. Y'all think it's bad now. Wait until the money run out. And we can't act like everybody talking about they want the system to fall. I can't wait to Babylon fall. But if you get into your true history and you start really studying true slavery and start studying this cave dweller, notice that when the cotton prices dropped in slavery days, the lynching of black man went up. Let me say that again. When the economic system started failing in America, it's a direct correlation to lynching and burning black man alive went up. So whenever the economy falls out here, we the first one who pay for it. We the first one who get hit. It's kind of like a bitter ass baby daddy coming home and he mad at the world and he take it all out on his family. Or he take it out on his wife and children. Well, that's the same thing this cave beasts do to us every time the economy fall. So everybody, wishing that this thing will fall and that it'll drop and they don't get this and get that. But we ain't even ready for war. We not ready for revolution. We not ready for nothing. We have no plans. We have no blueprints. We have nothing. We're just here living, breathing, and accepting the slavery that's been put on us. And it's time for us to unify, and it's time for us to come together. And we can't do that. And we will never have anybody in the army to wage this revolutionary war if all of us is fat, sick, lazy, sloppy, and dying. So the common denominator is first changing your diet. And then after you change your diet, you have to change your environment, because we cannot survive in these inner cities. It is killing us. It's too much radiation. All the food is GMO. We got look, just think about all the trains you hear, the airplanes you hearing all day. You don't think that that's having a traumatic experience on your eardrums, on your eyes, looking at, the sun reflect off of these tall skyscrapers and these buildings, that reflection from that light. You don't think that is messing up the cones inside of your eyes and radiating your eyes? And we wonder why so many of our elders and so many of the black youth having eye problems, and then they just prescribing them prescriptions and eyeglasses. Like, everything around us is made to kill us. And it's like we're being locked inside of a damn concrete jungle or a cage, and then the white man just got a pitchfork burning and he just poking the shit out of us while we locked in a cage and we can't defend ourselves. But I'm telling y'all this, if you change your diet, you will realize that cage is an illusion, because now you get to actually decalcify your pineal gland. You get to open up that first eye. You get to expand your consciousness, your awareness, and your mindset. You'll start loving yourself. And once you identify with the love of your black self, then you can start loving your reflection and the person that look just like you. And then certain bells and whistles will start clicking off and ringing. And you'll be like, hold on. If I'm black, so-called black, my brother's black, my mama's black, my father's black, my family's black, my community's black, my tribe is black, my history's black, my God must be black. And now we can really start identifying with our true spirituality, not religion, not indoctrination, but true spirituality. You see what I'm saying? And I just think that the beginning point of that will be in your diet, in your food, because food is your true information. These foods are full of the amino acids and full of all the coding that you need to restructure your brain, to restructure your dendrites, to restructure your melanin neurotransmitters, for you can start communicating with your right and your left hemisphere simultaneously. But that will never happen. And that would never be that way if you're constantly eating food that is killing your body. If you're constantly eating food that is more mucus forming than others. If you're constantly eating food that is very acidic to all the cells in your body, your cells have to eat just like you. Your cells have to see just like you. Your cells have to organize and think just like you. You see that? When you eat something, you're feeding your cells. Your cells is what make you up. You see what I'm saying? You have 150 trillion cells of your body. These cells makes up organs. These organs make up systems, and these systems make up a full-grown human being. So obviously the cellular level on a molecular structure is very important, and we need to make sure we put in the right phytonutrients and the right nutraceuticals inside of them. That way we can build up these etheric bodies, because again, as I explained in videos time and time again, it is impossible to separate your spiritual body from your physical body. They're all one and the same. And it's all drove and interwoven by way of your nervous system. And then you're interwoven to your mind. And then your mind is interwoven into its environment. All these things play a key major role. Notice if we talk about the problems that are prominent amongst the so-called Negroes, the so-called black community, notice every problem that I'm mentioning is going to be a part of the environment. Systematic racism, that's a part of what? The environment. They can't be racist if they're not around us to be racist against us. If we have our own communities and we separate and be set apart and we come from out of Babylon, you can't implement racism on a people that's not even around you. So that's your environment. Police brutality, that is your environment. Why are we even letting these people govern our neighborhoods? We should be governing our own neighborhoods. You see that? Sickness and diseases, which is coming from the food that we're eating. Why are we letting our oppressor feed us? As I say time and time again, you will never see a lion feeding a polar bear. You would never see a polar bear feeding a baby grizzly bear. You would never see a grizzly bear feeding a chimpanzee. You would never see a chimpanzee feeding a gorilla. They stay inside of their tribes, and literally they survive amongst themselves, and they thrive as a community. They not worried about what the gorilla ain't worried about what the polar bear is doing unless it threatens the gorilla society. And then guess what? They will organize, and they will reform, and they will fight to the death to make sure that they cells survive. That way they can leave their footprint in history. We're not thinking like that. And everybody talking about getting out of the animalistic nature. Yes, I agree we're supposed to get out of it. But if you study nature and if you study the animals, it's something that they're doing that we're missing. They're in tuned. They're very, very in tune. They're very, very intuitive. And that's because what they eat. Notice that they're not cooking the life out of their food. Notice that you don't see them putting their food in flesh pots. And notice when we assimilate with primates more than any other mammal on planet Earth. The gorilla is a primate, and they do everything just like us. Our DNA is actually very, very close to them. And notice what they eat. They don't eat meat. You see that? They don't go against their bodies, and they don't go against nature, but we are going against everything, and we're going against common sense for purposes of indoctrination, and we're letting these things kill us when we know the shit is bad for us. And if you can't even stop that and be real and be 100 with yourself when it comes to your diet, then you most definitely not going to be 100 with yourself when it comes to loving yourself and loving your family and truly wanting revolutionary freedom, because to have freedom is going to take a revolutionary war. It's going to take revolution. And like I was speaking on yesterday, for those that read the Bible like I do and study the Bible like I do and study the history and study all the things that we study and just being studious and being scholarly when it comes to the book, notice that the Almighty Yahweh Eloheinu, when he gave the children of Yisrael the promised land of Canaan, he didn't just open up the gates to Canaan and tell them to go in there. He didn't just say it was all good. The first thing he did was he set up a political science spy. He taught them political science. He taught them how to war. He taught them how to study their opponent. They went and they spied on the land first, and they gathered intellect. They gathered intelligence. So that's the first thing we need to do if we want freedom. We need to be studying this cave beast. We need to be studying this caveman. How he think. Y'all need to start studying cave history. With me, I read a book on cave history every day. That's why I know so much when it comes to him and his conquistador, this Anglo-Saxon, and the way they think, their psychology, because I study what they was doing when they was down. See, look, fuck studying what they doing when they up and they ruling and they running the world. Let's study them when they wrote themselves and just came out of the ice age in history when they was in the caves and in the mountains of Caucasus. What was they doing for survival tactics? Then you will realize that this man will never change. He is him as a systematic people. Now, am I talking about individual Caucasians? No, I'm not. But am I talking about a systematic nation of people? Yes. Them as a nation will never change. And you will see that because they are the same as they have been since they was in the cave. You see that? Everything they do for their race is off survival. Everything you do for your race is reactionary. Everything they do is proactive. Everything you do is a reaction. It's a difference. It's a difference. They looking out for their race. That's where systematic racism come from there, because they realize that they are dying more than they're repopulating. So guess what? They like, well, look, we dying more than we repopulating. Niggas is going to start taking over. Let's start. First, we going to use them for hard labor, for their blood, sweat, and tears to build up our civilization. Then we going to kill them off because we don't want them being more better than us or having more power than us or wiping out our race. Every other race, every other nation think this way, think survival. We are the only people that think Jordans. Only people that think Louis Vuitton. Only people that think about boning all the time, drinking, smoking, twerking, shaking ass, kicking it. Only people. Everybody else is worried about their life. Everybody else is worried about they wealth. Everybody else is worried about they DNA, they genome code. Everybody. Except for who? Except for us. And it's because we're sick and we're eating the wrong information. We're eating the wrong information and we sticking the wrong information down our throats. And food is information. Do not get it twisted. Your food breaks down into the amino acids. It breaks down into trace minerals. It breaks down into bioflavonoids. If you're eating living food, most of us not, so you're not getting the bioflavonoids. It breaks down into all these different biophotons, which is in the food if it's not cooked. But if it is, you're missing the biophotons. And these are the light code frequencies that goes through its photosynthesis that you get from the sun rays and that ultraviolet light of the sun. The sun is literally teaching you. The sun is communicating with you. The sun is putting all this information within your cells for you to be able to think properly and for you can have a blueprint and a path to your evolution. But we are going backwards in evolution. We are worse than what we were before. And it's the food. It's the food. If we can control the food, if we can change what we eat, and if we can start growing our own food, y'all, and if we can get off of this death diet, this death culture, and put this flesh down, that flesh is the worst thing you can put in your mouth. Anything that is produced by that animal is the worst thing you can put in your mouth, because an animal, they're your brothers and sisters, whether you want to hear it or not. And they were made to do other things. They were not made to be eating. They're made to cultivate the land. They're made to be, you can shave their skin and you can actually create coats of skin and you can create things to cover you up when you're in different climates. You see that? If you actually go back and you really start studying, they said the frontal lobe of animals, they have so much intellect that at what point in time we had to be able to communicate with them and talk to them in certain ways. But since we have lost our sensory senses and they have been so watered down and doled down to our nervous system and our intrinsic nervous system and by way of our heart molecules, that we don't have that type of sensory sense to communicate with them anymore. Yes, the movie Dr. Dolittle is some real shit. Like, really start reading, y'all. Like, start reading. It will blow your mind, the things that are possible. It'll blow your mind, the things that truly existed. It'll blow your mind, your history, and how powerful you are. And then I got a lot of people are mad that I'm calling them God. You are. People telling me to tread lightly, Yaki. Calling, you can't tread lightly. There is only one God. We are part of that one God. What are you talking about? That is your father. You was made in his image and in his likeness. And don't you bear your father's name? Don't you bear your father's talents? Don't you bear your father's genes and gifts? Don't you bear your father's resemblance? Don't you inherit your father's wealth and power and authority? The Shem Hashem, the name, Yahweh Eloheinu. So you get mad when I say I'm God or I call you God? Come on, man. We have to start rethinking these things. And then brothers are mad because I call women goddesses. If she is a reflection of God, which is me, then what is she? What is she? Oh, she just servant now? No, that is a God is. What do you mean? She's a reflection of her husband, who is a God, and her husband is a reflection of the Messiah, who is God, and the Messiah is a reflection of his creator, who is God. See, we are out of our Hebraic African mindset, and we have entered into the mindset of homosexual Europeans. So we got this movement where we just putting women down and acting like women just not shit. They just the gum on the bottom of our feet. And that's not so. That's not so. And I think you're doing this because you are taking on the food of a people that oppress you. You were eating the food that was given to you in slavery. You were following a God that was given to you in slavery. I wouldn't dare worship and serve a God given to me by my oppressors and slave masters. I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare eat the food given to me by my oppressors. I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare take the education given to me by my oppressors. I wouldn't dare. You can't how can we trust them? They have did nothing but pilgrimage, murdered, raped, and man, psychologically just fucked us since they've been in existence. But we serve their gods, we eat their food, we graduate with their education. I mean, like, we have to truly start making these things make sense. We have to, y'all, because it's coming to the point, and we're getting so far to the end of this whole thing before this new wave come and this whole new program system come in. The world is finna reset. Earth is finna cleanse herself. Mother Earth is finna cleanse. The Eretz is finna cleanse herself. And anything that is weak is leaving with it. So a new kingdom is finna come. A new heavens, a new earth, a renewal is coming to the earth. If you're not ready and you haven't got the updates, you haven't got the programs, if you haven't downloaded the downloads that is coming from Shemesh Ra, the Son, that is coming from the eternal one, the first begotten Son, if you're not creating and getting these downloads, and you have not updated this equipment that we call the body or the avatar or the carbon copy vehicle, you are going to miss the mark. You're going to miss the mark. And now I see why the indoctrination is just so driven deep within our DNA. I see why they had to start eons ago to start this, because when I look at Negroes now and I don't see Negroes, I don't see brothers, I don't see sisters, I see Negropeans. Blue, black, chocolate, and beautiful, but think like the same oppressor that came and ripped us from the shores of Africa. And that is our problems. We are out of our Hebraic African mindset. We are into another mind. And you know it because our whole culture is based around them. And you are following a culture and thinking it's of Yahweh, and it's not. It's not. You swear up and down, put your right hand on the Bible that Yahweh said that it is okay for us to eat his creation. It is okay for us to murder his innocent. It is okay for us to cook blood and eat blood, to eat mucus, maggot, corpuscles. How is that okay? It goes against everything that you see in nature. It goes against it. It goes against common sense. And then this is the mind-blowing part. And this is how you know we psychologically fucked as a people, right? Just based off the indoctrination, you will say out of your mouth, I know that it's not good for me. I know that it's killing me, but God said it is good. No, there is a disconnect right there. I don't see it. That don't resonate with my spirit. How do we know it's bad for us? We're in the science lab. We're seeing what these foods and what these meats and eating of animal flesh and of animal carcass is doing to us. We see what these blood ritualistic witchcraft sacrificial laws are doing to us. We see it, but we will say we see it, and then at the same time say, but God said that was good. How is it possible? Is it possible that our records was put in the hands of our enemies and they changed some things around? Is it possible that our records was put in our hands and our enemies and they put some things inside of there? Is it possible in our records that Hashatan, Satan, low, dark, thought form frequencies, whatever you want to call this negative charge energy, or whatever you want to call this archon, whatever you want to call this alien gray reptilian beast, whatever you want to call him. Because in each different religion, he is called the same names. But guess what? That Negro characteristics don't change at all. Is it possible that the forces, the wickedness in high places that be, have interjected himself into the scriptures? And then they saying the Bible tampered with. They saying it. Yes, we are. But you're saying it yourself when you pick up different books and have to get different books and say, dang, I got to go get me a 16th, 11th edition Bible because, in the 66, they took out the other ones. By default, you are saying that it's tampered with. By default, you are saying that they took scriptures out of the original text. But it's our food. If we get a hold of true living food, y'all, and this true living food is things that grow from the trees, the things that grow high up. And if you look at the physiology of your body, of things that you're supposed to eat, and you look out into the animal kingdom and you see people the other mammals that walk upright like you, which is only one other animal, and he don't even walk upright 40% of the time. And that is the gorilla, the silverback gorilla. And you study him and you see what he eat and how he react if he's not domesticated. You see that? And that's the thing about this Anglo-Saxon oppressor, this colonizer. This man, he domesticate and colonize every fucking thing. Not only just human beings, animals. He domesticated plants. I'm like, what the hell? Plants, cacasa growing out here when it's from Africa. Plants that is not even conducive for the environment out here is now growing out here and been growing out here for hundreds of years. And then you take it and you don't get healed, but I can give you the same plant that originally grow from the motherland, that originally grow from Africa, and you will be healed. I can take the same olive leaf that grow from Yisrael, grow from the land of Canaan, and get another one that grow from up out of here, grow from in the northern western hemisphere, and one will heal you, which come from Israel, and the other one won't. And we wondering what is going on. Why don't we just use our common sense, family? Is it that we don't have any anymore? Is that what it is? We have lost common sense because we have lost biophotons, because we have lost light code frequencies, because we have lost vibratory resonant downloads that come from the sun, because we're scared of the sun. We're not in the sun enough. It get too hot out. Nigga want to run in the house. It's too hot. You need that sun. You need it. It feeds you. It feeds your cells. It feeds you information. You need that food that is grown by that sun, which is your fruits that grow on trees. Notice how your hands are shaped. This is shaped to pick ripe fruit from a tree. I got a question. Can a carnivore do that? Huh? Can an omnivore do that? Go and pick an apple from a tree? Can a herbivore do that? Go and pick an apple from a tree? Not only no, but hell no. But can you, walking upright black hue being, can you go to that tree and pick that fruit? Yes, you can. And guess what? Guess what a giraffe would do? Elongated neck and eat nothing but from trees. Do he eat the fruit of the trees? No, he eat the leaves. And guess what he leave on the tree for the black man to eat? The fruit. All we got to use is common sense. Look at the physical anatomy of your physiology. Is your stomach made to break down meat? No, it's not. Do you produce the right amount of hydrochloric acid to be able to break and burn and bust down these polypeptides and protein chains? No, you can't. These amino acids are so complex that they sit in your stomach and they rip your small intestinal tract called the duodenum or the duodenum apart. And then it goes into your kidneys and it messes up the nephrons in your kidneys, and now you're on dialysis. So your stomach most definitely ain't made for this meat. Then is your intestines made for this meat? Inside of the jejunum, the cecums, and all these other different valves inside of your stomach? No, it's not. These things sit inside of your intestinal tract and it putrefies. It literally rots, and then it becomes pus forming because it's still blood within the meat. You can't cook and drain blood out of meat. It is scientifically impossible. You have been taught that your food is not what food is. You think food is eating Yahweh's innocent creation that haven't done a damn thing to you, and it's killing you. The very thing that you are putting down your mouth using these ritualistic practices that come from the land of Canaan, that come from the Canaanites, that come from the Hittites, that come from Ma'at, that come from all these different other cultures who you claim you are not following. These are where these ritualistic sacrificial practices truly come from. And we don't have enough common sense to say, okay, this man then wrote himself in history. This man then messed with our food. This man then messed with our place of living. I can't even call him a man. This nation of people then mess with our environment. This nation of people is putting chemtrails in our clouds. They putting dye in our skins. They killing our blood, killing our nervous system. They putting radiation in our houses. They putting messed up brimmium and all types of alloys and mercury in our water. They putting mercury in our teeth. They putting sugar, processed sugar in our veins. They're writing themselves into our history. They're lying in history classes. They're teaching us fake education. We can agree to all of that. But when it comes time to say that they touched our holy manuscripts, now niggas oblivious. He don't know nothing. When are we going to be real with ourselves? And that's what's going to take us to be able to rise up as a people, to rise up as a nation, and to take back our freedom. See, we got to kindle the fire. We got to get this ready for when it's time to go. We can't do that if we are slumbered and we're sleeping and we're doped up off of junk food that we've been addicted to, and our blood and our body is boiling and losing all of its pH, potential hydrogen, off the things that we are doing. We got to get this together, family. We have to get this together. So you see what's going on. So we got the radiation, we got the air pollution, we got the airplane, we got the train stations, we got the hospitals. All these things are in our neighborhoods. Then we in the inner cities with the skyscrapers. You got plug outlets on every wall in your room. Your head is damn near at a plug outlet every time you go to sleep. And then you sleep with the TV on with the phone in the bed next to you. You are literally frying like a piece of unclean chicken. Deep frying like a piece of unclean chicken throughout your whole entire day, and then we get diagnosed with cancer, and we act like we don't know what's going on. We act like we don't know what's going on. It's your environment, family. See, this is a pandemic, y'all. The health crisis that's amongst the black community is a pandemic. We the number one in HIV. We the number one in AIDS. We the number one in diabetes. We the number one in high blood pressure. We the number one in we the only ones with sickle cell anemia. I mean, any disease you name, we the highest in it because we are literally running around like stressed out runaway slaves, and we're living in fear. And this thing is shutting down our endocrine system. It is shutting down our adrenal glands. We're pumping adrenaline and adrenochrome all day, which is dehydrating our body, taking water and taking all types of calcium out from our bones. And then this calcium start calcifying our pineal gland, calcifying our prostate glands, calcifying our blood. And then we wonder why we're so sick. We just so sick because we living and we moving in fear. And Yahweh ain't the author of confusion, and he didn't give us the heart of fear, but we living in there. We living in fear. We're afraid to ride. We're afraid to get pulled over. We're afraid to be by ourselves. Can't be alone. We're afraid to build. We're afraid to love ourselves. We're afraid to love each other. We're afraid to trust one another. We spend all of our money with the same heathen that oppressed us and made the money and put his face on the money, and we can't even spend it with each other. $4 trillion pass our hands all the time, and we ain't got nothing to show for. Boy, it make that Deuteronomy 28 when it said, "Cursed be the man in the field and cursed be the man in the city." It just, boy, I'm like, we show cursed in this city, boy. This city is killing our black asses. Killing us. This diet is killing us. And you saying that this is the plan of Yahweh, who come to bring restoration and restore his people? You telling me he will put us on a diet that will keep us further away from his restoration? No, family. We have been lied to. We have been manipulated. We have been indoctrinated. We have been bamboozled. When you gonna wake up? When you gonna wake up? When are you gonna wake up? When are you going to start choosing common sense? We got to have it. It got to be. We are the smartest people in the world. We built civilization. We built America. We built Egypt. We built Sumeria. We've been around since the beginning of time. We are part of Elohim, whether you want to like it or not, or agree to it or not. We've been here since the beginning of time. I know that there's some common sense and some intellect left within your DNA. You need to activate it and use it. And quit being led like a sheep to the slaughterhouse. Because that's what's going on. That's what's going on. We're being led like sheep to the slaughterhouse. We have to wake up. Wake up out of your sleep. Wake up. And the best way to wake up is put the defibrillators on you. And I call the defibrillators electrical food. That'll wake your ass up. That'll wake you up. Eat some alkaline electrical food that's going to have that heart beating more. That's going to have them lungs pumping more. That's going to open up them artery valves and get that blood flowing because the life is in the blood. Life is in the blood, but we eating food with blood in it. Oh, is we taking on the life and the animal characteristics of the things that we eating? And we wonder why we got a bunch of chicken heads running around here, shaking their ass all the time, laying down with every man they see. Because all they eat is chicken, taking on the characteristics of that unclean chicken. Wonder why men are running around like a dog with the pink thing hanging out, want to hump every vagina that's in their sight. I can identify with that. I lived through that throughout my life. I suffer with lust. I suffer for lust. But we taking on the characteristics of the beast that we eating. And we don't see spirit and food connection. We don't see that. We don't see spirit and environment connection. We ain't made that connection yet. We don't see spirit, mind, and environment connection. We ain't made that yet. Y'all truly need to study the past. Y'all want to study Israel so much, but you don't want to study the oppressor. Start studying that oppressor. It's going to show you a lot. Start studying the caveman and cave dwellers, what he was doing in them caves. It'll show you a lot. And why they trying to keep it such a secret? If you go to the museums in Russia, you can't even go see most of their history. I got a lot of different cave books that I be reading about and how they act, but why are they hiding their history so much? And where the hell did they come from? Everybody want to say the white man Esau. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if these humans at all, the way we've been treated and what they've been doing to us. I don't know. I ain't finna sit here and act like I'm a biblical scholar or nothing, but the more and more I study the psychology of these people, I don't know. I'm gonna say that. I don't know. And I ain't here to have an Esau debate whether it's the white man or not, but I don't know. I'm highly doubting it. I'm highly doubting it lately. studying this whole thing. We got to wake up. We got to start loving ourselves. We got to start uniting. We got to start handling our money and making it a priority to make sure that money is amongst our community. We got to make sure it's a priority that we are policing our neighborhoods. Before you pick up the phone, we need to have a hotline that the sister or the brother can call if something go on, and we come through. We come through and we make something pop. We make something happen. And maybe we just may be able to save a black criminal life. We may be able to save a black boy from getting his first felon and can't even get a gun to protect his woman or family because they didn't put him in the prison and now he got a felony on his record. We may be able to save a family if we start coming up with systems and policing our own neighborhoods and quit being so scared and acting like some damn homosexuals all the time. We kill each other and buck up to each other, but get pulled over and hide our gun. Huh? You still running from slave master. And it's mostly your food that's keeping you down, because your food plays a major role in how you think, family. It really does. And I can't stress this enough. And you know, I do video after video after video after video on these things. And I just hope I'm not beating a dead horse. So we need to come up with plans, y'all, that me and Maccabee, you know, me and Kobe, Brother God not be, but you know what I'm saying? We had a beautiful meeting today. We got a lot of things coming up. I'm not gonna give y'all all the details, but plans are being made. If y'all really about this change and y'all really want to change and y'all really down with revolution, you know, y'all really want to come up with plans and systematic approach and start at ground zero. We call Atlanta ground zero because this is high in HIV and AIDS. It's highest in STDs. It's a lot of murders going on out here, and it's amongst a lot of black wealth too. So we call this ground zero. So what we trying to do, we want to start at ground zero, and we want to spread out simultaneously to every other different state and really start being true activists, not ones that's marching and just yelling all the damn time and breaking shit, you know what I'm saying, and on TV looking a plum fool. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna hurt this system. What's gonna hurt this system is the way you spend your dollars. What's gonna hurt this system is how you approach economics and education. What's going to hurt this system is financial literacy. What's going to hurt this system is teaching your children the true history, where they truly come from. Do y'all realize that they're trying to take history classes and black history out of the schools? They're trying to completely take it out of the schools. They don't even want to teach slavery no more. Do you realize how important children knowing about slavery is to their psychology, knowing what people did to them? They're trying to take it out like it never existed. They're trying to, for we don't be able to identify with Africa or the homeland no more. Like, what's going on? And then they implementing the LGB community. They teaching homosexuality. They teaching transgenderification in the schools and all types of things. And they taking everything that even have a inkling ounce to do with your blackness out of the schools. You better, all right? If you a gorilla, the gorilla damn show ain't finna take his children to polar bear school. You better quit taking your beautiful Hebraic African children to European school. We got to stop this, y'all. We are letting a narcissistic, homicidal maniac raise our children. We letting social media raise our children. We letting our children raise our children. You see that? And we wonder why they're coming out the way they're coming out. And we wonder why we are the way we are, because this is a revolving door. Who is going to be the generation that stop this? We need people that's writing curriculum. We writing some amazing curriculum right now. You know, we need brothers and sisters that have plans, bailout plans. We need brothers and sisters that's fortunate enough to give loan programs without usury. We need brothers and sisters that got good credit to start lending credit and trade lines. We need brothers and sisters that are very, very well in combat to start teaching how to handle guns within the neighborhoods, within the houses, because that's what they're doing to their children. They're looking out for the survival of their children. They not stuffing all that bull crazy stuff down their children's mouths. Now, don't get it wrong. They do eat a lot of flesh, but they can take that. They're eukaryotic cells. They hydrochloric acid in their stomach is way hotter than yours. Now, does it still harm them in a sense? Yes, it does. But do it kill our black asses way faster? Yes, it does. But let's not get it twisted and think that we are the same people. We are genetically made differently. You can't choose your race. And we got a rumor that just because of the climate, that's why they white. They was black and Israelites at first, but you know, the climate changed the skin of their color. If you don't get out of here with that nonsense, if that's the case, then it wouldn't be a family. An old white family that's been in Africa for damn near 1,000 years is still white. Still in Africa, still white. That don't make sense whatsoever. You can't choose your race. You born black. You black from the cosmic realm. You was thought of as black. You can't choose to be a Caucasian. You're born a Caucasian. You can't just pick your race. Just like you can't pick your mother and father, and you can't pick the family you born into. You cannot pick your race. I've been black since the etheric realm. I didn't metamorph to being this blackness I am. This come from the absoluted world. I was black before I ever even chose this vessel to come through. Let's make this shit make sense, man. I'm hearing all types of crazy nonsense to justify the crazy nonsense that these Israelites is going through. It's like, and that's why I was saying yesterday, this whole Hebrew Israelite movement has been irritating the hell out of me lately because we don't even think no more. We are so busy into the identity, into the title of a Hebrew Israelite, and we not even implementing the meaning of it. Running around here indoctrinated fools following Hebrew Christianity. This is supposed to be a blueprint to revolution. It's supposed to be a blueprint to your freedom. And I'm seeing my brothers and sisters more in mental slavery. It's like it's backfiring. This is a backfire. When we gonna wake up? When we gonna wake up? If you know to do good and you don't, the same is sin to you. You know the meat killing you. You know it's bad for you. Why the fuck are you eating it? You know alcohol drying out your liver. You know it's bad for you. Why are you drinking it? Huh? You know, going around humping everything, most likely you're going to end up with a STD, sexually transmitted demon, sexually transmitted disease. Why are you humping everything? You know bills due. Why you buying all bull crap, trying to keep up with the Joneses, trying your hardest to look like the oppressor? No investments. No nothing. Only thing Negroes got to show for is a house with a rent that you have to pay, a car that's broke down is worth more than your house, and 1,000 pair of Jordans, and a refrigerator full of slavery food, full of drugs. And you think you living, you riding on a high hog, huh? Our values is shitty, y'all. We have to reevaluate what value is. We got to. We are the money, not no green piece of paper. We are the currency that's backed by the money. Money have to be backed by a currency. Currency is what you put in a river bank. This river bank flows liquid assets, frozen accounts. We are talking about energy here. Guess who spends the most energy in the world? You. So-called black man, so-called black woman. If we choose to stop shopping with these other nations today, we will collapse this whole economic system. This shit will fall. But you love your oppressor too much. You just gotta eat massa food, huh? You just gotta lay in massa's hospital bed, huh? You just gotta take massa medicine, huh? You just gotta read massa books, huh? You gotta be taught by massa, huh? You gotta go and get massa signature on a piece of paper to say that you black, huh? This is psychological warfare and we are losing. We are truly, truly losing as a people, and it's sickening and it's a shame at the same time. And I pray for y'all daily. I pray for my people daily because, you know, we're so stuck in an illusion and so stuck in this holographic matrix universe that a lot of the sleeping ones don't even know they sleep. They dreaming, and they think this dream is a reality, and we need to wake them the fuck up. That's what we here to do. We here to wake you up. And if you don't like my language, you can get off the channel. We here to wake you up. We here to shake you. Wake up. That's what we here to do. Y'all stuck in a dream. Y'all think this dream is reality and it's not. Y'all need to rewatch Neo in the Matrix. Y'all need to rewatch that. Y'all need to rewatch it. What are we going to do, family? Our whole entire race, and in the world, there's really no such thing as that. Our whole entire tribe of people and our survival is being threatened on an economical level, on an intelligent level. I mean, just on a health level, just on living. Like, we are dying. The abortion rates is high as hell. We killing our children before they come into the world. And then the ones that do come into the world, they are made off of sick sperm and sick eggs. So they coming in and they already off when it comes to intelligence, and they already off when it comes to spiritual discernment and just key things that they need to be interwoven with their environment and connected to the creator Yahweh. So it's like we either killing our babies, putting on condoms, herbicides, spermicides, just killing and shrinking our penises. If you see the shrinkage of the black man penis, it will blow your mind within the last 20 years. I mean, we are losing inches from our food and from the condoms and the things that we're doing and what we're putting in our body. Y'all think this is coincidence? We losing inches, y'all. Inches. When you start truly studying this anatomy, man, look, the gruesome evil plot behind these other people will blow your mind. You like, look, this can't be a human to think like this, to do people like that. This can't be human because it's not humane at all. It's not humane at all. It's time to change our lives, man. It's time to love one another, be patient with one another, kind, build each other up. We need plans. We need plans. Look, I'm opening up the phone line. Let me see what y'all think about this. Y'all, I'm opening up the phone lines. Y'all call me. Go on, give me a call. Give me a call. The number is on the line, 708-831-2335. Go on, give me a call. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Y'all give me a call, 708-831-2335. Y'all can ask health questions if y'all need to as well. We here to talk about that as well. We're here to talk about health questions and everything that I'm talking about today. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Brainwashing us and distracting us. Yes, that's exactly what's going on here. Under a big illusion. Man. And it's sickening. It is very, very sickening. Peace, love, light, and healing. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hold on, y'all. Let me see why it ain't working. Hold on, let me make sure. Hold on. Let me make sure it's actually plugged up. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hey, Kobe. All right, there you go. Peace. Can you hear me? Why it ain't? Hold on, Queen. Don't hang up. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to see why it ain't. Peace. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you good. Those who are online, can y'all hear her? What's your name, Queen? Speak your name. Speak your piece.
Sanj.
You said Sanj?
Sanj. Sonj.
Oh, okay. Sanj, how you doing?
Shalom, King.
Shalom. Can y'all hear her good? Before you start speaking, I just want to make sure they can hear you good. Okay, they said that they can hear you good. What's going on with you, Queen?
Nothing much. I'm on your page. I wish our people would wake up.
Yeah, when we got to. I mean, what you think about what's going on? Like, just your thoughts on what's going on. Like, me, I take it back to slavery. You know, a lot of times I used to always blame us. You know, I used to be one of them cats. Well, what about black on black violence? What about? And then I really started studying our history as a people, and I'm like, well, we actually learned this from our oppressor while being in oppression. So I mean, even though we have to man up and we have to start taking responsibilities as black men and black guys and black women and black goddesses, I understand that. But if you truly look at the reason and how we act the way we act, we are a byproduct of our environment, and our environment was hostile, Queen. So what's your take on that? Talk to me.
I'm with you 100%. I'm like, this whole thing, everything that we learned was from them. Like people don't understand that we still in captivity.
Facts.
They think they free as a bird right now, and you not.
Yeah, man. So
it's crazy.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is, well, what we're going to do. I'm not trying to do anything. What we're going to do, we coming up with plans. We finna really get the activists up. We finna start taking back our communities. It's time for us to start implementing in action. We done with all the marching, and then you got brothers that's out their mind that just they want to go break down buildings and break down walls and all of that. We need to come up with an actual plan of action, and we need to be consistent, and we need to stick to it. And I believe that's really gonna change it. Yeah, and I know everybody is so excited about this Juneteenth stuff. I get that, but it's like, yeah, but it's like, look, that's smoke and mirrors. That's smoke and mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors.
Look, people they gave the Asian, they passed the Asian hate crime bill. They gave them a hate crime bill, right? I just seen something on Facebook where they took somebody's Facebook post down and blocked him and took their page out because he had an Asian in there. He didn't even say nothing wrong. So they protecting Asians, but we have gotten no bill passed by no president, by nobody. And then they give us Juneteenth.
Man, so-called black people been marching.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 48, and they was marching way before, a long time before I came into the world. I say our cap, they should have plenty of exercise,
Yeah, facts.
You don't exercise enough when you gonna exercise your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wake up to some truth.
Facts. And that's what we need. And we need more analytical thinkers. We need more people that are, learning our own education. More black men and black women need to start writing their own curriculums for their household. We need to quit letting our children watch all these different Babylonian cartoons. I just was thinking about something with my son. My son loves Spider-Man, and I quit letting him watch the white Spider-Man because I didn't want him to identify with a superhero being an oppressor. So I'm like, well, where's the Spider-Man with the black man? Like, we have to start even getting detailed with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to make sure that what we're putting on TV, they looking at black people on TV. They looking at black superheroes. They hearing from black poetry. They listen to black music that's not violent. Like, it's the little subtle things that is overthrowing our people.
Yeah, I agree. My daughter did want to ask you something about. She had a health question.
Yeah. Go ahead. She can ask me real quick.
And, I really wish I could. Maybe we could connect with you on the. I was watching another video of yours. He was doing a garden or something. I would love to get a garden started. Maybe invest.
Yes.
Or something.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm gonna try to keep in touch with you.
Yeah, most definitely. Hit me up with your email on here, and we're gonna be reaching out to everybody in a week. We getting the garden started, investments, everything, anything that we can do to start just writing out plans and implementing plans will be best. But we really have to get back to the universal eternal laws of the Creator, and we have turned our backs on that, and they have been just mingled with so much European cultures that we have lost the whole fact of what the eternal law is, and that's truly to love each other like we love ourselves. And I think the moment that we truly do that, we'll be back on point. So make sure you put your information.
Yeah, we'll be back on point.
Yep.
They got to realize who their God is and stop worshiping this beast.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what's going on.
It's crazy too. It's like everybody knows the revealing of Jesus Christ and Yahweh in the book, but you still will walk up in this temple with this white man up there. This is crazy to me.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. Look,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, look, it's crazy. We are bowing down to a God that don't even look like us. If it's our God, wouldn't it look like us? It just makes sense. It makes sense to me. So, what's your daughter question, Queen?
Here she go. Shalom.
Shalom, Queen. How you doing?
I'm okay.
What's going on with you?
Okay, so I actually signed up for a consultation, I believe,
Uh-huh.
and I don't know what they're saying I have. They just keep saying that my iron is low. Um, they're saying that it's at like a 7.9, so they're trying to give me like iron infusions. But
Hmm.
I do not want that because I don't want nobody else's
Yeah.
blood going through my
Yeah. No,
veins.
I mean, if that was me,
So
I wouldn't get that at all. If your iron is
no, I'm
low,
not.
did they check your bilirubin levels? Did you get your
It
bilirubin
was
level checked?
yeah, it's actually a 0.2,
Okay. Okay. So
I
it's
believe. I
now.
think it was low. I think it may have been under that. I think 0.2 was the lowest though.
So look, what you need to do is change your diet up. Make sure you go on an all raw diet and like have your diet high in kale and have it high in dandelion greens, have it high in like lamb quarters greens. It's not lamb, but lamb quarters is actually a green. And some collard greens. And while you eating them things, have your fruits and whatever. And then what you need, you're gonna need the Blood Builder Iron Nourishment Kit off of my website. And what it's gonna do is it's gonna stimulate your adrenal glands. And when you taking in all the iron that you're getting from the greens that I just told you, because they full of iron phosphate, and plus the package that you're getting, which is under my kits and bundles, is called the Blood Builder and Iron Nourisher Kit. This is going to get your hemoglobin and your iron back up. Now, what's happening is the reason why you're not getting the right amount of iron is two things possible. You either not eating things that have iron in it, meaning you're eating mineral iron deficient food, or you eating a lot of iron and your adrenal glands is not utilizing the iron, because the adrenal glands is a part of the utilization process of the body. How iron go throughout the bloodstream is by way of the adrenal glands. It literally take iron and it ships it off to each individual cell of the body for you can have iron phosphate. Now, if they give you a blood transfusion, you don't know where that blood come from. You don't want no conquistador or no Anglo-Saxon blood inside of your black veins. I'm gonna tell you that
No, I
right
do not.
now, because life is in the blood, and all the characteristics and everything else that's in that blood will go inside of you as well. So what I would do is what I just said. Make sure you go on an all raw diet. Make sure this raw diet consists of all the vegetables that I mentioned. You can eat as much fruits as you want and get the Blood Builder and Iron Nourisher Kit, and make sure you get my 3 bitters, the bitter 1 and the bitter 2 and the bitter 3. They nasty as hell, but it's full of iron phosphate. These things will cleanse out your kidneys. They will get your adrenals and your autonomic nervous system back online, and then you will be able to utilize the iron, and that'll get your hemoglobin up and get your red blood count up. If you can, I would like you to send me your blood work here if you can, if I can look at it.
I do have it actually.
So do
Yeah,
this.
because I have a consultation.
So when is your consultation?
It's actually July 1st, and I leave for Mexico on the 12th. So I emailed to see if I can get it sooner, because they were trying to pump me for 5 days with the iron. I'm like, I'm not about to let them do that for 5 days. But it was I didn't want to hold you up. I'm sorry if I'm holding up another caller, but it was another thing too. Like, my hair has not grown in like 5 years, so it's like a lot of things that's going on with my body.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been trying to figure them out, and they are not getting down to the root of the problem.
Well,
and I feel like it's something going on with my nervous system. I just feel like it's a few things.
But that is your nervous system. Whenever you're losing hair, that's just your nervous system that's being attacked, because your hair is an extension of your nervous system. So
Yes.
I'm gonna give you this analogy, which I give everybody, especially all of my clients. If you go to the leukemia ward in the hospitals and you look at all the 2-year-olds that got leukemia, the first thing you see is what? It's a common denominator with all of them. What's the first thing you see with their hair?
They don't have no hair.
Why don't they have hair? And that's because all of them went through something called chemotherapy. And chemotherapy is literally mustard gas. It is pure acids. And these acids burns their blood so much and their skin so much that it took their hair off. So we have to just apply the same analogy when it comes to you, Queen. If you are not growing your hair, that means you have too many acids in the epithelial layers of your mucous membrane and of your skin that's on your head. And these things are literally burning and damaging your nervous system. So you have protein particles that are damaged, and it's not going to sprout you new hair. So if you want to grow hair, you got to get rid of the acids. And if you get rid of the acids, you most definitely start utilizing the adrenal glands some more. The adrenal glands produces something called steroids and different hormones, and that is going to promote your hair growth, and it's going to give you all the iron you need to be utilized throughout the cells of your body, and by way of all of that, you will actually heal the nervous system as well. So it sounds like you're just suffering from a bad case of acidosis. You're just in an acidic environment.
It's a lot.
So
Because my
change.
menstruals are horrible too.
Yeah,
That's really what sent me
acids,
to
acids,
the
acids.
doctor.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
acids.
Should you not drink fruit juice? Because I
No,
make
yeah,
a lot of fruit.
most definitely. Keep making the fruit juices. Make sure you get off the meat, any animal byproduct. Get off all of that.
Yeah, we off the meat.
Okay, all praises. Okay,
Is
so
it
yeah.
okay to mix kale with fruit juice?
I wouldn't do that right now. I wouldn't do that right now. Make sure you keep them separate. All right, so look, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, y'all, because my phone is blowing up. All fruit diet, be high in the fruit juices. Make sure that you get the blood and iron nourisher kit off the site under kits and bundles, and get the 3 bitters. That's what I'm telling you to get. If you want to, because I mean that's what you need. This was kind of like a consultation. So if you want to add that consultation money to your package, tell Kawhi Ania that you want to do that, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, y'all. Make sure y'all say peace, love, light, and healing to the family.
Peace, love, light,
And healing.
All right, Queen. Make sure y'all text me that information too on this phone line, and then I'm gonna get back with y'all tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, shalom, shalom. Peace, 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 love, light, and healing. Speak your name, speak your peace.
Two.
Peace, 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 love, light, and healing. Speak your name, speak your peace. Hello, peace, peace.
Hello, shalom.
Shalom. How you doing?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing
Brother
good.
Is this Brother Yaki?
Yes, ma'am. This is Brother Yaki.
Okay, I muted my phone, my TV, so it wouldn't be a reverb. But I want to thank you so much for just the work that you're putting in, and just healing our people and providing us with this information. The Most High is really using you.
Praises. Glory be to Yahweh.
Tremendously.
Glory be to Yahweh. Thank
you.
Yes.
And as I'm watching, everything that you're saying, it just like really resonated with my spirit. And tonight is a night of change.
Oh, praise it. See, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
And this is what this for. I know that a lot of people think that my teachings are very hard. A lot of people think that my teachings are very, extreme. But like, in order for us to be free, it's going to take us to be extreme. In order us to break away from this system, it's going to have to take us to go far above and beyond for each other and for our lives. So I know that this is for a selective group of people, and this is not for everybody. So I'm glad that you do get it. So all praises. Baruch Hashem Yahweh for that.
Yes. And I, just pray that the Most High continue to shield you and keep you, and your wives and your family to continue to do this work, because we need it. We are a sick people. We are a sick nation, so I just hope that, and believe that the Most High is going to continue to use you to wake us up, because we definitely need it. So, and I will continue to follow you more. One of my sisters, she had referred me to you. I have some health issues that I'm going to ask you about in a minute. I'm not going to keep the line very long because I know you have other callers. But she referred me to you, and as I've been watching, it was like just everything in me has just been waking up.
Oh, praises. See, and that's the whole point.
Waking up to consciousness, waking up
see what I've been doing?
And mentally.
I've been shaking you. I've been shaking you in the spirit, like, wake up, sister, wake up. All praises. I'm glad you get it, and I'm just glad that you can identify with it, and I'm glad that your spirit resonate with it. See, we're not trying to force anybody to get this truth. We drop seeds, and if it resonate with you, it do. If it don't, keep it pushing. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse. We want to save the people that wants to be saved. We want to heal the people that wants to be healed. We want to free the people that wants to be free. So Baruch Hashem Yahweh, glory be to Yahweh. These type of things and hearing this type of stuff put a smile on my face. So thank you, sister, because right now you making me feel good, and you motivating me more to even go even harder. So thank you.
You're welcome. And just one quick health question. I was diagnosed with PCOS. So I just need help in that area, towards healing. I went for my blood work, and it's crazy because, for all of the blood work and everything that they've done, they're not finding anything wrong with me. They're not finding anything wrong with my womb. I've gotten an ultrasound done. They're saying that everything looks normal, except for like a few cyst on my ovaries.
Yeah, and that's
But
basically what PCOS is, though. I mean, it's you having polycystic ovarian syndrome. If you look at the body and you see what grows things, you have something called estrogen and estrogen inside of the body, and this is what forms your body. This is what gives you hips. This is what widen out your hips, get you ready to come on your menstrual cycle. When you're younger, it grows your breasts. It grows everything. So notice that when you associate the growth and development of the black woman is directly associated with estrogen. Every month you create a cyst on your ovary every month, and you can look this up. And this cyst is supposed to pop and go back down and start your bleeding once progesterone is being produced in the body. But if you have an imbalance of chemicals and you're producing too much estrogen, what happened is these cysts start staying in your body, and when the egg's supposed to be cycled out through the endometrium and cervix of your wound, for you can start shedding these things out of your cervix and bleeding to get rid of them, what happens, it will stick on the walls of the ovary or stick on the walls of the fallopian tube, and then to start growing and borrowing blood supply. Now, the only reason why this is happening is because you have a hormone imbalance. Now, the things that I'm thinking that's going on is you're eating too many things that have estrogen in it. Usually it's from our drinking water. Estrogen is all inside of bottled water, so you need to switch out your water supply. Make sure that you get some Starkly glass water if you can. It's called Starkly. It's inside a glass. You got mountain spring water, which is inside of a glass, and start getting away of all these arsenic plastic bottles, because it's full of estrogen. And then again, you got to watch your food too. Make sure you get off of any type of meat, especially chicken and stuff like that, because they pump them full of steroids and they pump them full of estrogen. Estrogen is a cell proliferator, meaning that it grows the cells, that attaches itself to a cell by its molecules, and it grows things, just like it attaches itself to your breast cells and it grows your breasts. It gets your breasts ready for pregnenolone, to get ready for milk to start being produced. It widens out your hips to get you ready for your cradle and your cervix to receive a baby. So if you know that this thing grows things, that's what it's doing. It's growing different cysts, and it's growing different type of fibroids, a polycyst on the ovary. So the best thing to do is cut out all estrogen. Start studying your foods. Look into the foods that you put in your mouth. If you see that they're grown from estrogen or they have estrogen put in them, completely stop it. Another thing is estrogen and acids love each other, because estrogen is acidic in nature, just like testosterone is acidic in nature. So if you're producing too much estrogen, and that means you're producing too much acids. Acids is actually what wells these cysts to the body. In order for you to even have any type of tumor, any type of fibroid, or any type of cyst welded on your cervix or on your ovary, it have to be some type of hot heat or friction there to actually put it on there. And that's where you get hydrogen from. So you got a lot of nitrogen and hydrogen and estrogen inside of your body by way of acid, and it's just burning and it's agglomerating all these acidic waste and everything that's supposed to be bleeding out through your menstrual. This stuff is getting caught up in your body and it's forming pockets, and they call these cysts, styes, tumors, fibroids, and stuff like that. So the best way to do that is move that lymphatic system. Once you open up them kidneys and you start really filtering them lymph nodes and filtering the lymphatic system and all that metabolic waste and unused estrogen that you don't need inside of your bloodstream and all that unused minerals and acids and things like that, and you get it out your kidneys through your urine, you will notice that all these things go away. You need to alkaline the body. That's what you need to do. You need to alkaline the body. And the only way you can alkaline the body, because the body function in acidity, the whole functioning and process of your body produces heat and friction. So you need to make sure you're eating cooling fruits, cooling foods, and that is your fruits, your berries, and your melons. Sometimes you can do your vegetables and stuff like that, and drink a whole lot of fruit juices. And you need the amino acid therapy. Well, I ain't got that. It's called the GeoGenetic now. You need my GeoGenetic therapeutic package level 1 on my website with an all fruit diet. Give it a couple months, and all them cysts won't even be there no more. You'll be surprised how much we heal that monthly. It's like, because a lot of females going through that because they're pumping estrogen and everything. And that's the reason why you see grown men growing boobs now. Or you see grown men with their voices sounding very, very high pitch, or grown men that are involving themselves in homosexual activity, because the chemical estrogen is actually demasculine, it's effeminating our men. Our men becoming very feminine from this chemical. And it does the same thing to you. It's just, it grows things more. And instead of growing your boobs and your butt, is growing your cysts and it's growing your tumors, or what we call fibroids. That's it. So you just got to alkaline the body. Just make sure you alkaline that body, eat fruits, berries, and melons, and you need the Geogenetic Therapeutic Package Level 1, Queen.
Okay. So just to make sure I'm understanding, so what I have to do is change my water, stop drinking, the bottled water.
Yes,
right?
Get off that bottled water. Don't drink no sodas, nothing. Make sure you stay off of all sodas. Make sure you stay off of coffee too. Coffee got high amounts of estrogen in it. Don't be drinking coffee, cappuccinos, none of that. Drink fruit juices and drink spring water that's in glasses. That's what you need.
Fruit juices, spring water, and glasses. Okay, now as far as, would smoothies be okay as far as getting in fruits and vegetables? Of course. Smoothies with berries and stuff like that.
Well, you got to be careful. Okay. You have to be careful mixing your vegetables and fruits, because then you're turning it into a polysaccharide. And what polysaccharide means, it just means many sugars, and complex sugars ferment and breaks down in the stomach, and then you start producing all types of mold and fungus, and then you'll have toenail fungus, or you'll start getting a whole lot of reoccurring yeast infections, because when sugars break down and they're not being utilized, they turn into yeast, mold, and fungus. So I wouldn't mix them just yet. I make sure that my digestive system is working properly, and then you can start doing a little mixing, because you'll be able to get rid of it faster than what you are now. Because trust me, if you got cysts, then that means your digestive system is compromised as well.
Okay.
But that package that I offered you, Queen, will get rid of everything you got going on.
Okay, and just include the fruits and vegetable diet along with the package.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So that's what you need, Queen.
Thank you so much for water.
Good.
Yes.
It's all good. And make sure you say peace, love, light, and healing to the family, Queen.
Peace, love, light, and healing to the family. Thank you so much. Peace and blessings to you, Brother Yaki, and your family. All praises to you. All praises. And may the Most High continue to use you.
You too. Thank you, Queen. Peace, love, light.
Tammy.
Peace.
To accept, press.
Peace, Tammy. How you doing, Queen? Speak your name. Speak your piece, because we already know your name. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you, King?
I can't complain at all, Queen. What's going on with you?
So just on the topic, I just wanted to say that we have a lot of elders in our community that are really not on the same page and are pretty much brainwashed.
Yes.
And I have taken care of at least 2 elders that I can say, just ate as much meat as they wanted to eat, and, the pork ribs and the beef and drank alcohol and all that stuff. And a lot of times you'll hear people say, well, it's my life. I'm going to live it the way I want to live it. But what I want to say about that is that, it's your life, but we wind up taking care of you, and it's really heartbreaking to be in a position where, you're a young woman in your 20s and 30s, and you're taking care of your aunties who lived their life the way they wanted to live it. But now their body is so, calcified that they can barely move. They're swimming in their own urine and feces. They can't get around. The quality of their life is terrible.
Yeah.
I'm in the hospital fighting, when the nurses and the doctors are mistreating them, and, their clothing is getting stolen, and, people are trying to find the veins, so they, got them all bruised up.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy.
So you seeing it first. You seeing it firsthand, Queen, and I hope y'all out there is hearing her message. She's saying, look, we understand that y'all are in y'all old age, but when are y'all gonna change? Because even though you putting these things in your body, and you're saying that you grown and you the elder and that you ain't died yet. She's saying, look, we're the ones who have to end up taking care of you and watch you die these painful deaths for what you putting in your body, and it's just not. It's unfair to us. It's very unfair. I agree with you, Queen. Keep going.
Yeah, so that's really what I wanted to say on the topic. I just think that it's really sad. Like some of my even younger aunties, when I have a little 4-year-old daughter, and when she's around, she's not obese. A lot of the children in our communities are obese and we don't even realize it.
Facts.
So when my daughter comes around, she does not eat meat. She does not eat dairy. And, she's very muscular, but she's not obese. And
Yeah.
they'll say things like, girl, you need a hamburger
Yeah.
or you need a hot dog,
And not even realizing that they're looking at her black excellence and they're looking at her achievements of her diet as being sick when they're the sick ones. Ain't this mind blowing and that lets you know what food does to the psychology, what wrong food does to the psychological process in your mind. We get that all the time where they're trying to take children from us because the children are underweight according to their recommended weight. How are you going to recommend a recommended weight for our people? You know what I'm saying? Because they stopped eating meat. We didn't do nothing. We didn't change anything. We just took them off meat and now their stomachs are flat and the doctors and the police will literally show up and take the children from the mother or from the father and say that they're malnutrition. It's like, who gave y'all measurements and how are you basing your measurements and your charts off of our people? And our people do that all the time. You need a hamburger. You need to eat some bread. You need some meat on your bones. Maybe this is how I'm supposed to look because I'm eating the diet that's for me. You look malnourished. And it's like, man, our people just, the lack of knowledge is the reason why we all dying, Queen, for real.
Yeah, I agree. But I also wanted to say to you that I appreciate that you are not just spending time talking about the problem, that you are also invested in solutions, because I find that there's very few people in my family or in my community that I can talk to about these things, because everybody is like, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist, you on that other stuff, like they think that, I'm the one who's abnormal because I want to do like you say and go with what nature does.
Facts.
So I appreciate the fact that you are actually looking into solutions, because I feel like, I have a 4-year-old. I don't know who she's going to, hang around. I don't know who she's going to communicate with, because
Queen,
I have
we
to
finna fix that, Queen. We finna fix that. Like,
I
we
need
got
a community
plans
for my daughter of like-minded people.
And we building one. We are building one. Everything is in its works. Like I said, the meeting with Brother God Nabi, with Brother God Malachi, with Brother God Stanley, with everybody that is really just, starting this thing. This is gonna be for everybody. This is just not only for us. We're not trying to be leaders and lord over nobody. We just want to be equally yoked, living in peace and harmony with one another, where people are not talking about one another. We learning true black history, group economics. We have financial literacy. We learning the real history of our people, and we literally like being free as a people. And we can't do that on this deaf diet, because this deaf diet have us thinking of deaf culture, and that's the reason why people can look at your daughter and say she need a hamburger. How does she need a hamburger? Right. Obviously, if she's eating correctly, this is how she looks. And notice you said she is muscular. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah,
how is that unhealthy? It makes no sense. So no, we are building it. We not talking. We really are doing. We have a whole lot of things going on. I just don't want to come all the way out and say everything, because we don't have everything inked in paper yet. But moves are being made, and make sure that you send me a text message on here with your name, your number, and your email. That way I can lock you in, because anybody that's interested in this movement and being a part of this movement, we most definitely will be reaching out very, very, very soon. It's happening quick. So.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I just want to say one more thing to the family.
Go ahead.
And that is, I'm homeschooling my daughter, which is another reason people look at me like I'm crazy. But, I'm homeschooling her, and I have purchased a great deal of, books and things for her. Mm-hmm. And something as simple as cards that have, from A to Z in it, just teaching her the letters when I was teaching her that. Mm-hmm. I had to look very hard to find, cards that were reflective of us, because every time you see the letter K, mm-hmm. it's a king. It's K is for king, and it's a white man. Mm-hmm. Every time you see the letter Q is for queen. It's a white woman. So I had to throw those cards away and find some other cards that, were more reflective of us, because it's like brainwashing from 3, 4
Exactly.
years
You
old.
see what I'm saying, Queen? We need our own analyzing team that sit around and just create. We need our own graphic designers, a team, a group of 20 brothers and sisters that sit around all day and just make cards with black people, Barbie dolls, black Barbie dolls with nappy hair, with kinky hair, to make cartoons with black cartoons that relate to family things that we relate to, with black voices and audio books where you can hear a mother, because you can hear the difference between a white and a black voice. That when we listen to the audio books, you can hear somebody that sounds like your mother, somebody that we can identify with. It shouldn't be no reason that my son is addicted to a white Spider-Man. I had to break it. I said, no, I refuse to let you watch white Spider-Man again. You want to watch Spider-Man? He gonna be a black Spider-Man. You will not identify a superhero as your oppressor. Your oppressor is not a superhero. Your superhero is Shaka Zulu. Your superhero is Abraham. Your superhero is most of the so-called Negroes in your biblical history. But you would not identify with a white man as being your superhero, because that literally makes you inferior. That literally makes you beneath them, and you start looking at them like they're God. I don't play that whatsoever. So what you did was right. Throw that bull crap away, and if you have to, draw your own cards. Draw your own cards. It's something called the Barbie doll experiment that happened a while back. And what they did was they took 25 black girls, and they took 25 Caucasian girls, and they set them in a room, and they interviewed them. And the black girls sat with the white Barbie doll in one hand and the black Barbie doll in one hand, and they asked which one was ugly. The black girl raised the Barbie doll one and say, this one is ugly. So then the man asks, why? I don't like her hair. Her hair not straight enough. I don't like her skin. Her skin ugly. It's dark. It look like charcoal. You see what I'm saying? This is psychological warfare that is going on, that has been suppressed, oppressed, and depressed in our people mindset. And I'm tired of trying to look, our problem is our problem. We looking for the white man for reparations. We looking for the white man to solve our issues. No, you solve your issue, black man, black woman, because it's our community and these are our children. Again, we are not sending our children to, Polar Bears is not sending their children to guerrilla school to be taught or to find recompense or to be liberated. They're gathering themselves amongst themselves, and they're figuring it out. If a polar bear in the animal kingdom can do it, and if every other nation of humans can do it, then we damn sure can do it. We can. We just have to love each other enough to put aside of our differences and our different spiritual arguments and disagreements we have, and find a common denominator to build. And guess what? You can believe Joseph's the father. You can believe in the Immaculate Conception. You can believe in this. You can believe in that. But guess what? One thing that we all can identify with: our people are dying, and our people are sick, and our people are being oppressed. That should be the starting ground to build the table. Once we build the table, then we can discuss differences. First, let's build the table first.
Correct. And we also have to make sure that we understand that the majority of the things that we learned were wrong.
Yes.
It was just wrong.
Yep. And they not willing.
The way we deal with each other, the way we eat, the way we value, shoes and pocketbooks is just wrong.
Yep.
Like most of what we learned was wrong.
And a lot of people are not ready for this conversation. A lot of people are not ready for this conversation, Queen. It's glad to see that, the queens are calling in, and it's amazing to see how woke the Black Queens is. I mean, I'm very, 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 very elated about this whole thing that y'all calling in and y'all are on board. This is beautiful because it's going to take all of us. It takes a village, but y'all are in the household with the children. Y'all are the nurturers. We are the protectors and the providers. So y'all ultimately will be around the children more than us. So it's good to get these phone calls of this. I mean, I appreciate this whole entire live feed right now.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Keep doing what you're doing and keep us abreast. I definitely want to be a part of, whatever it is that you're doing, because I want to do something to make this world a better place for my daughter.
No,
I don't
we
want
doing
her
it.
to have to. Yeah,
So,
and
go ahead.
I think it's important that we understand, without a shadow of a doubt, that that whole abortion thing is murder.
Straight up murder. Straight up and down murder. First degree.
Yeah. We need to stop
Premeditated.
thinking that it's an option. It's not an option. you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's part of what I mean when I say that what we learned was wrong. You know, when I was in high school, most of the girls that I went to school with that I was, you know, was cool with, about 5 or 6 of them or whatever, they all got pregnant and they all got on Medicaid and they all got abortions
You see
like
that?
it was nothing. You know, we didn't think anything of it.
And
You
then
know, it was like the thing to do.
yes. I remember growing up and being in high school, and I remember girls like, my mama told me I couldn't keep it. And back then, you know, I was indoctrinated
Mm-hmm.
too, and I'm just like, okay, you know, that's cool. Dang, that baby would have messed her life up, not knowing that you killing a living entity. And then you got brothers out here that's putting on these condoms because they want to come out and hump everything instead of, you know, controlling a lower animalistic nature and marrying a woman and building with her and creating a family. And this spermicide called non-oxynol 9, that's what it's called, is literally, I mean, killing their sperm cells, killing their sperm count, swelling up their prostate like a melon. And now we're the number one with prostate cancer, with testicular cancer, and we are dying of these diseases, and it's coming from the condoms. It's like, why wasn't I taught that? You know, why was my OGs in my hood throwing me condoms and teaching me to be lustful, you know, teaching me to run after girls. And that's, you know, that's what I did in my high school years. We chased women all year. I was looking to hump. And it's like, why was that my main goal? And it's because that's what I was taught, and that's what I seen in my environment. So we have to change that. It is our responsibility, and we must do our due diligence to change this thing around.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So with that being said, Queen, oh man, I love you, Queen. I love your energy. I love everything about you. I'm not gonna even lie. This is a beautiful phone call. Make sure you say peace, love, light, and healing to the family, and please put your information to the phone line for we can reach out to you. It should be in a week or so. We have a lot of things planned, and I mean, we finna really do this thing. We finna put our minds together. It is time to move. No more marching. No more singing old Negro spirituals. None of that. It's time to change. It's time to work. And what's crazy, if you read the book of Genesis, what he told Adam, he said, you have to sweat from the sweat of your brow to get back to the kingdom, to get back to the promised land. What he told Moses and them, he said, you're going to have to go and kill and go to war with them Canaanites to get the promised land. Why do we think we're going to get anything sitting on our ass? It don't make no sense whatsoever.
Yeah, watching TV.
Yep. Makes no sense whatsoever. So with that being said, love you,
Well,
Queen. Peace, love, light, and healing. Make sure you say peace, love, light, and healing to the family.
peace, love, light, and healing, family. Stay strong. I love y'all.
All right, shalom, shalom, Queen. Man, that's beautiful. Look, the blackness, the melanin, the covenant blood. Like, we get it. We get it. This is not in vain. This work is not in vain. This work is not in vain. For any of y'all that are interested, this is my number that is on the phone line, 708-831-2335. This is my WhatsApp. This is my WhatsApp. This belongs to me. So y'all post y'all information up in here. And then we'll be able to, you know, communicate with each other. And then when it's time,
this is not in vain.
mute me. Mute your phone, please. Mute your phone for me. And you know, reach out. Hold on, y'all. Let me reach out. Yeah. So reach out to the phone line, put your name, put your number, and put your email, and just put what you're interested in and what you have to offer the community and stuff like that. And we're going to organize some things, and we're going to start traveling to every different state. Me and Nabi, Brother Kobe, Malachi, we're going to start traveling to each different state, and we're going to start setting some things up and implementing these plans. Let's get it started. All right. Peace, love, light, and healing. Speak your name, speak your peace. Peace.
Hi, Yaki. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. What's your name?
Hi, this is Elizabeth from New York.
How you doing, Miss Elizabeth? Boy, y'all, the women getting in this line tonight, ain't the brothers? Hold on. Look, I want to do a disclaimer. I don't want the brothers think that I'm forgetting about them. The women are just outbeating y'all in calls. And my phone ringing off the hook, and every time I answer, it's a beautiful black queen, brothers. Where you at? It ain't my fault. Go ahead. What's up with you? How you feeling, Queen?
I'm doing great. Like, since I've been following you, I started following you back in December, and my whole life has changed. Like,
oh, praise
my mind, my body, my soul, my spirit, everything has completely changed, and I'm so grateful to you.
Oh, praises. Hallelujah. Glory be to Yahweh. See, that's what I'm talking about. Look, I might not go to sleep tonight. I might just stay up all night outside with my feet in the ground, just praising the Most High. You see what I'm saying? Because this is what this is about.
Yes.
It's about change, putting in work and changing people's lives. All praises. What's going on with you? Talk to me, sister.
So I have 2 questions.
Uh-huh.
All right. One thing that I was suffering from before I started following you was I didn't know what it was at the time, but I like when I used to use the bathroom, I used to see a lot of like, now I know it's undigested food in my stool, but back then I didn't know what it was. Because I was eating like a lot of like walnuts and stuff like that back then. And so I thought it was just the nuts not being digested properly. So I come to find out, it's another guy that I follow, and I was reading one of his books, and he was talking about low stomach acid, and when you eat a lot of like sugar and sugary foods and stuff like that, it messes up your stomach acid. So I wanted to know, like, how do you, in his book, he was saying that we should drink like lemon water to help with the stomach acid.
So look, let's do this. So whenever you're looking and you see that you're using the bathroom and your food is not breaking down, the first thing you do look at is the hydrochloric acid being produced by your stomach. I agree with him on that, but we have to take it further, and we have to look at the pancreas, because if the hydrochloric acid doesn't break down your food, right, you have a backup system, which is the pancreas, that produce over 4,000 different pancreatic metabolic enzymes that helps break down your food as well. So if you're not breaking down your food, it's not only a hydrochloric acid stomach or a pepsinogen problem, because the hydrochloric acid creates something called pepsinogen. The pepsinogen, it creates the acid that's able to break down the peptides or the polypeptides inside of your stomach, especially if we're talking about nuts. But now we have to realize that nuts are very, very complex in amino acid structure, so you don't want to be eating a lot of them anyways, because the stomach can't truly break them down. Now, if the hydrochloric acid in your stomach can't break them down, you have a backup system, which is the pancreas, that have metabolic enzymic reactions that helps break the food down too. So I think before we even go after the hydrochloric acid that's inside the stomach capsule, we need to be looking at that pancreas. I think this is more of a pancreas issue. Have you checked your blood sugar lately and checked to see if you was pre-diabetic or anything?
I go to the doctor often, but honestly, I know I'm not pre-diabetic. But I can't tell you my levels. But I do suffer from low blood pressure.
Okay, low blood pressure.
Because I'm like anemic and stuff like that. But that's another long story.
So let's do this then. I want to show you something. These are natural ways that you can get the hydrochloric acid up back in your stomach. All right. The first thing he said, he was right. Every day when you get up, take a 2.5 ounce glass. It's kind of look like a double shot glass. Do it with squeezed lemons. Don't do no water with it, nothing. Pure squeezed lemon, and you knock it back. Right? You knock a lemon shot back a day. Right. Now, on top of that, what you're going to do is you're going to get citric fruits, the fruits that are they call it acidic forming fruits. I'm gonna call it cystic fruits. They just kind of sour. Like for instance, your yellow mangoes. You know, that's a very good one that'll help the hydrochloric acid out. Now you got one fruit that is mind blowing, and we was working with a woman that did not have a pancreas, and her body started functioning like she had a pancreas again. And this was about a year ago. You're gonna do pineapples. Pineapples are very, very good because inside the pineapples you have certain types of minerals, certain types of enzymic reactions within the pineapple, these chemicals that act just like the pancreas. So, in the morning, take your shot of lemon, In the morning, take your shot of lemon, 2.5 ounces of it every morning, and then start eating, your pineapples, your sour mangoes and things like that. Don't eat too much of them because it's going to start producing acid in your stomach, and you don't want to produce too much hydrochloric acid. Now, once your acids get back up in your stomach, now it's time to see if your food start breaking down. If it don't, then it's most definitely a pancreas problem. All right. Now, another thing, if acid is leaving your stomach, you have to ask, where's the acid going? But because you know what actually calms down acid in your stomach? It's a small bile duct that's connected to your pancreas, that's connected to the gallbladder, that's connected to the liver. And these things produce systemic mucus. So if your stomach acid is going down, it's because you have too much mucus in your stomach, and it's not allowing the hydrochloric acid to turn into pepsinogen to even break down your food. So now you're dealing with a mucus problem. Now the question in the root of this is what's causing the... Can y'all still hear me? Am I still on? Can y'all still hear me?
I can hear you.
So what's happening to my something is going on. Hold on. Well, if you can still hear me, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna answer your question and then I'm gonna get off this live. It just literally blocked out my live. That's crazy. Hold on.
Wow.
It put me on my messed up camera, so it's cool. We just use my messed up camera. But anyways, so yeah, I was going live from my camera.
It's too much mucus.
Yeah, so it's too much mucus. So what you got to do is cleanse the body out. Go alkaline and eat a lot of the citric forming, what they call acidic forming fruits, and then take it from there. And I'd like for you to get back in touch with me, just to keep up with me, and let's see how this process go. But I'm pretty sure, I think personally, it's the pancreas and it's not the stomach sac. But usually when the pancreas is not working properly, we do see that the hydrochloric acid in the stomach have went away too, and usually it's because of a systemic blowback or a stimulated mucosa membrane in the stomach, because inside the stomach sac you got 4 capsules in there, and one of them do produce mucus. Then that mucus produce hydrochloric acid. The other process of the hydrochloric acid produces pepsinogen, and then the pepsinogen breaks down the food.
Okay, all right, got you. I do know that I did have a lot of mucus back in December, because like it was to the point where like I didn't even realize that my diet was so bad until I started following you. Like it was really bad. Like all I had was like sugar, fast food, and I thought I was eating healthy because I was drinking like a smoothie a day. Like I wasn't eating like I don't drink soda, and like I stopped eating meat and stuff like that. But it was really, really bad. It was to the point where like I will feel the urge to use the bathroom, and when I go to the bathroom, only mucus will come out. Like
see, look, now you know that Yaki know what he talking about. See that? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, this for all y'all on here. Y'all know what I'm talking. That's not out. I'm not on here just making shit up, y'all. So see, but
at that point, I was like, okay, something has to change, because I wasn't using the bathroom. Like nothing was coming out but mucus.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was literally dying, but I can feel the difference between like I have your 3 bitters, like I'm a pro with that. So I know it's a process to get like fully healed. Mm-hmm. So I'm only like 6 months in. So I plan on, doing this for the rest of my life.
And like, make sure you grab my 3 bitters, Queen. Them 3 bitters ain't no joke.
Yeah, I have them.
Oh, see?
I have them.
All praises.
I'm running a little low, and I need to make another order.
yeah, make you another order.
But the 3 bitters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need some more. But I just want to thank you, because from December to June, like the way that I feel, like it's like I can just feel the difference in my whole entire body. Like my mind is clearer, my body feels lighter. I lost like 30 pounds.
Oh, praise!
Like I just feel amazing. I'm trying to get my parents to join me, but that's like a losing battle. So
send look, this is what you do. Send them the videos, you know what I'm saying, and just tell them to just watch them 10 minutes. If I can't capture them in 10 minutes, then it's probably just not for them, Queen. But I appreciate you. I appreciate you for calling. Stay on your healing journey. Keep healing. Make sure you got herbs in you. No, thank you. And just keep healing your body. And I love you for taking healing into your own hands and healing yourself. So that's a beautiful thing. I love you, Queen. Make sure you say peace, love, light, and healing to your family.
Peace, love, light, and healing, family. Shalom. Bye.
Shalom. Peace, Queen. All right, with that being said, y'all is blowing my phone up. I'm going to do one more, y'all, but like I got hundreds and hundreds of calls, y'all. All right, this is my last call, y'all. I mean, I ain't going to lie. Y'all is ringing this mug off the hook tonight. Peace, love, light, and healing, family. Speak your name, speak your piece.
To accept, press 1.
Oh,
to
my
send
bad,
a voicemail, press 2.
Family, I know everybody else calling. This is my last call, y'all. I got to get some sleep. I got a business meeting early in the morning, and y'all is blowing this deal off the hook. Look, I'll go live again tomorrow, too. Y'all can call in tomorrow, but yeah, y'all ringing me up. Peace, love, light, and healing. Speak your name, speak your piece.
Peace. My name's Steve.
I got a brother. All praises. Shalom, brother. I got a brother on her.
Oh man, I've been texting. I've been calling. I've been blowing you up all night.
Man, hey, look, the women ain't been playing no games though. The women ain't been playing no games, brother.
Nah, the queen's on top of it. I'm trying to get in here and get it all done a little bit for the fellas, get some knowledge.
All praise. What's going on with you though, God?
I was diagnosed stage 4 kidney failure.
Okay.
I purchased. Well, I want to make sure I purchased the right package online.
Okay.
I ordered last week. I ordered the GeoGenetic one.
Okay.
Just from listening to your different, just from the different videos and stuff. So I'm just trying to make sure I purchased. I ordered the right thing to get me started. You know what I'm saying? I just went today, bought all my fruits. I'm in Detroit, so it's hard to find seedless grape. Seeded grape. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm getting the right stuff. I've been doing the raw vegan thing off and on, and you know, I was a diabetic also. That last time my blood work came back. Is you
on dialysis right now, brother?
No, I'm refusing dialysis, brother.
Okay, yeah, you finna heal yourself on up then. You finna heal yourself on up. So what I recommend you do, my screen off again, y'all. I'm just finna throw something up here. Hopefully y'all can see it. But what you need to do, brother, you ordered the right thing. I would love to see your renal metabolic panel though. I would love to see how your renal metabolic panel look. If I can check the function of your kidneys, your creatine, and your Bun's number and your filtration rate. How is that looking?
Hold on, I can look at it and tell you. I just had it done. The last time it went up to my GFR went up to like 21, but then the last time I got it back, it was down to 16.
Okay.
But that was after I had slipped up and did some stupid stuff. I ate a little protein, ate some meat, but I got back away from it, and I'm trying, you know what I'm saying, about to get straight. I was doing, vegetables and fruits, but now I'm going to go strictly fruit.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So look, I'm finna give you the game plan, right? This is what you need to do. You need to find you some organic grapes and do a grape fast. Nothing but grapes for at least 20 days. Or go as long as you can. If I was you, I'd try to knock out 20s on nothing but grapes while you taking the GeoGenetic therapeutic package level 1. And while you doing that, fruit juices. You can do a lot of fruits. Mix your fruits and your berries together. Don't mix them with your melons, and juice them and have fruit juice. So you're gonna be drinking juice like water, but you're gonna be eating grapes as food, and you're gonna be on that GeoGenetic, brother. When I say that'll turn your kidneys around, we done saved so many kidneys, brother. It's crazy. We can get them kidneys back, man. Don't let them look. Well, I can't say don't let them have you down, or don't let them think you can't heal, because you already took matters into your own hands, like the God you is, and you got them herbs and you bought them fruit. So you already on the right path, brother. You ordered everything you needed to order, and you're doing everything right. Now, if you ordered the GeoGenetic therapeutic package, I need you to email or get on the website in the morning and reach out to Kawash, Shushan, or Aniya and tell them that you ordered the GeoGenetic therapeutic package, for they can make you a portal. That way you can have you a special assigned herbalist to you every step of the way.
Okay.
Yeah, and they'll be with you every step of the way. But hey, you did everything right, brother. You did everything right, man. So I'm proud of you, brother. Make sure you do what I said, for we can be with you every step of the way and track your progress.
I definitely will.
All right, hey, I got a question. Once we heal you on up, you don't mind coming on doing a healing testimony, do you?
Oh, no problem. Not at all.
Right,
I make sure I get on somehow everywhere, keep an update going so people see that it's working.
Okay, let's do that.
Problem with that.
Okay, hey, look, man, I appreciate you, God, man. I'm super proud of you and happy for you again. You straight chose life, not death, and that in itself shows that you revolutionary. So, man, hey, peace to you, God, for real, for real.
Peace to you. Love, light, and healing,
family. All right, love, light, and healing. Peace, peace. That's beautiful. That is what I'm talking about. With that being said, y'all, I'm finna get up out of here. I don't know what's going on with my feed. It's like they kicking off my screen and then kicking me back on to kick me off again. But look, I love y'all indeed and in truth. It's time to make changes and not quit talking about change. It's time to worry about us, just like the polar bears worry about the polar bears, just like the gorillas only worry about the gorillas. It's time for us to worry about us. Y'all, I'm not taking any more phone calls, family. I'm not taking any more phone calls. Not taking any. I'm not taking any more phone calls, y'all. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I couldn't get to everybody today. Forgive me. But like I was saying, though, peace, love, light, and healing to y'all. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earth. Look, it's time for us to be revolutionary. It's time for us to change. It's time for us to love each other. It's time for us to be worried about us. We can worry about other people once we get ourselves together, y'all. So look, if you down with the change, if you willing for this change, if you ready to make a change, if you ready to put your hands to work and change and uplift and free our people, make sure you hit me up, not call me. I'm not going to answer the phone tonight, but hit me up with a text at 708-831-2335 with your name and your number and your email, and let me know your skills and your talents and what you can do for the people. And we are finna put together a United States tour. We coming to each individual state, y'all, and we gonna rock it out, and we gonna devise a plan. We not only gonna be speaking intellectual. We not gonna only be speaking about political science and metaphysics and spirituality, but we gonna be talking about hard, concrete plans that we can work and that we can see that's gonna change our people. With that being said, I love y'all. I love y'all indeed in the truth. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the gods. Peace to the earth. Peace.